Oi, this is why I cannot trust people anymore. I lied. That is a clickbait. But no, hear me out. Hear me out. I want to tell you why. It is popular to say I can't trust nobody. Don't trust anybody. You shouldn't trust anybody. Don't trust a soul. Because we have absolutely been burnt by somebody we have trusted in the past, whether that be a family member, a friend, a lover, all these people in society have burned you and sort of manipulated your trust, and now you guard yourself all the time. Well, here's the thing, this is where me and you differ. I don't let the trust of one person, right, ruin my trust for everybody else. And so this video should be called why you should trust everybody until that person who has lied to you, right, break your trust and they don't exist anymore. It's a much of a worse title. But this is what I do. If you there's five people plus me, six, okay? But five people. I meet all these five. One of them betrays my trust. That one person out of the five, right? Whatever they tell me, no matter how factual, true it is, I don't even care anymore about that person. It's as if they don't exist. But I trust the other four, right? Until the other four betrays me and do something uh, that actually betrays my trust, not just some sort of white lies or something of that likes. But we have been sort of conditioned to fence ourselves off and be offish toward everybody. We shouldn't trust this person, bro. Don't trust. And then most of you just go around not trusting people. I do the opposite. I trust you even if I don't know you. I trust you to be who you say that you are until you teach me, right, of your ways. And once you teach me your ways, you're dead to me, bro. I can't go back and still trust you anymore. If I see you down and say, oh man, I'm struggling, help me, you've lied to me, I'll kick you while you're down. I don't care, bro. I will turn into the monster, right, that you made me. But that one person will not change how I treat everyone else. I will treat you worse and go treat everybody fine and still trust them. But you who betrayed me and betrayed my absolute trust, you're dead to me. You don't mean anything to me. And that's how we should all operate. So if you were to meet me, if we were to go by my way, my method of trusting people, you and I trust each other until one of us break that trust. If I break your trust, don't trust me anymore. I could be telling you the truth, but don't trust me no more. Don't even have anything to do with me, because if you lie, if you misconstrue the truth, if you manipulate, gaslight people, you are somebody who we can now use this word perfectly to describe that person, toxic. And if you're toxic, I'll always have to sort of look over my shoulder, wonder, is this person telling me the truth because they've lied before? No, to avoid all of that, I just cut the relationship with somebody and end it completely. Then to some people, they'll think, oh, why? You gotta forgive people. If you gotta forgive somebody, that's your way, that's your method. And that's why I said that's my method. I would never try to tell somebody to use it. It's just that it's kind of sad nowadays that the most popular viewpoint is that you just don't trust anybody at all. Nah, bro, trust somebody. Trust everybody. Trust them to be who they say that they are. I'll trust you to be who you say you are. And if I trust you from the get go, the relationship is a bit more beautiful. It's in a way authentic, you know. There's something inauthentic about trying to form relationships, but you just know deep down you can't trust this person. They got to prove to you that you can trust them. I mean, we're not going out committing crime, so you have to prove to me before we commit this crime that I can trust you. That's different. But if you're just a normal person going on about your day, I will trust you, and maybe that makes me uh, somebody who's slow and stupid. Cool, fine. It is what it is. I've had moments where I've just met somebody and trusted them because I don't know anything about them. You see, I remember a woman who wanted to steal something that belonged to someone else, and now I was complicit in this theft. But I just trusted that was hers. The item belongs to hers, and she is telling me the truth is that You see, I don't have time to process and use too much thinking here with someone I just met, bro. I'm just gonna trust that this lady, right, is telling me the truth. The next time I realized they were friends with a friend of mine, and then they were claiming that somebody did something to them. I just looked the other way, like, bro, she could have been telling the truth that somebody did something to her, but I'm just not getting involved with you. Now you have showed me you are somebody who's shisty, untrustworthy. I don't even want to entertain whatever it is that you're going through. It's as if that lady does not exist at all. Whatever she's saying comes and goes out the other year. That's how it should be. But if she told me the truth, I would have wrote with her. I would have gone along with her. I would have supported her. I would have tried to be more understanding. And so this first impression that people make is something that I think is important. It's what makes us human. It's what makes us, in a way, build authentic relationships because we're both starting from the viewpoints of positivity. I trust you, you trust me. But if I was to break that, then I don't care how you deal with me afterward if I do break your trust. You see, you can then apply your own laws and rules on how you deal with people who backdoor you, who stab you in the back. I don't know. It's just something I thought of. Like many people I meet, I don't trust people, man. Don't trust anybody in this world. And I think to myself, damn, I have been hurt too, just like you, maybe even worse by all those people I've counted by family, by girlfriends, by whoever, by friends. But if I form new relationships, I form them with a positive mindset, with a positive onset. This is the only thing I'm very positive about, by the way. I'm cynical toward everything else. I'm cynical. I still would believe that if we form a relationship, you want something from me. And if I don't want anything from you, well, it's very hard to have a relationship with a person who's not interested, you see. How can we have a relationship? I just don't want anything from you, but you might want something from me, and it'll become very apparent. But when it comes to trust people. Trust them to be who they say that they are. And once they break that trust that you had for them, then turn into a villain. Let your villain arc era begin. You know, go full crazy. Do whatever you want, I guess. Treat them however you want. Punish them however you want. That's how it should be. Imagine how beautiful that would be if everybody initial thought is that I trust you and I trust this person. And if this person trusts me and I trust them, I'm not going to spit in their face or play these little mind games. Imagine how beautiful the world would be if you and I just conducted business with just pure trust. In many developing world, third world countries, because I am from Africa and I've been fortunate enough to have had a level of consciousness where I can still remember some social etiquettes back there before I came to Australia. Many people built their relationship on trust and this sort of handshake and words, and people's words were very important and their character was very important, and relationships were built, you know, on the assumptions that you will not do me wrong and I will not do you wrong because I want to build a relationship. I want to build a reputation. I want to build something meaningful with you. And it's not a question of honesty, but of integrity, you see. And it's very hard in these third world countries for somebody to then backstab somebody because now you have relationships that are interconnected with these other people. The network, the networking of a village or a small town or a community is so much so that everybody knows each other, and you don't want to be the known as the guy who backdoor anybody. How are you ever going to survive? And this is how it's been with with humanity throughout the years, is that we survived off other people's and our reputation in the eyes of those people, you see. And so it was very hard to become rich in some of these Arabian, Middle Eastern cultures if you had a bad reputation. You see, your reputation was absolute. It had to be shiny, it had to be golden, it had to be polished. So then, if this guy, he sort of, puts his hands up and, you know, sort of trusts you, then it holds more weight. And the words of you. So if you're my friend and I say to my other friend, yeah, nah, this friend is cool, bro. He's an authentic guy. He's a real guy. My word means more to the guy who I'm recommending you to than you saying that than you beefing yourself up, talking yourself up. So recommendation from a second person, a sort of a reference, was much more important. And this is how we built most societies. You see, societies now are collapsing because we are building them still, but we're offish, we're on the fence, we're very mistrusting of other people. We got one eye over here and the other eye here. I can't do it. One eye there, one eye there. And so these countries that have developed, and this is a real uh, study you may find, is that like countries similar to Australia, like Canada, for example, have the most con men, confidence men, because these countries are sort of built with the notion that, oh, we have systems in place which would detect fraud and people who will be uh, shisty and sort of, in a way, conniving. We have systems in place, and we have built bureaucratic systems that will detect any form of fraud. But yet, those countries have the most frauds. And the countries where people use their reputation as leverage have more people that trust them. Funny how that works, isn't it? Hmm. But anyway, that's why I trust people first until they tell me, they show me otherwise. And so I go around operating like an idiot. You would even think I'm an idiot because you would be like, oh, let me see if I can see if this, uh, can you do this for me? And you think that you just fooled me. Little do you know, I just lost $20 to you. But my friendship with you would have meant a lot more than that $20, you see, had you been somebody of integrity. Look at this little bug. Boop, 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 boop. What is? Hey, I'm rambling on too long now. Trust people first until they show you their true colors. And when they show you their true colors, hose them down.